Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another review. So, Blue Beetle. This was such a good movie. Saw it Wednesday night, man. I did not expect this movie to be this good. And it kind of sucks because I didn't even know this movie was coming out. Is that a bad thing? Because I feel like it's a bad thing. Like, I don't know why the marketing for this movie has been this bad to the point where I don't even know it's coming out. Like, I just saw, I think last month somewhere, the theater Instagram page was releasing, hey, Blue Beetle's coming out. Oh, shit, yeah, right. I don't know why the marketing for this movie has been this terrible. I barely see anything. Like, normally for any other superhero movie, you would see something, you would hear something, somebody would like posting somewhere. Like, I just didn't really see none of this for Blue Beetle at all. Like, even if I go to the theaters, I can't really see any of those, like, giant cutout things that they put in the theater ground on the floor. Like, like Oppenheimer had it, Mission Impossible had it. So I didn't really see anything for this movie, because normally they would do something like that for superhero movies, but I don't know why they didn't do anything for Blue Beetle. So, because I kind of thought that marketing was actually really important for a movie like this, because Blue Beetle, let's be honest, is not really that known to, like, most people. Like, if you know him, you know him. If you read comics or the Injustice stuff, so you would know who he is. But I'm talking about most people. I'm doubting that most people probably don't even know he's a DC character. So, like, for a character like this, I feel like marketing is important. Like, even I didn't know it was gonna come out. So yeah, I kind of feel bad that I didn't know. But yeah, look, this movie was awesome. All right, but I can see it underperforming the box office. Honestly, I don't really care about the box office things. The producers and the company cares about those. Like, I don't really care, because I don't really care about, like, I just kind of feel like this whole box office determines the movie's good or bad. Kind of stupid, because it doesn't, right? So, like, so far Shazam kind of did bad in the box office. The Flash did bad in the box office, even though Flash was great. And yeah, I can see this movie not doing well, because I saw some people already be like, "Oh, this movie's gonna suck. This movie's gonna suck," even before it comes out. So I don't know why people want DC to fail so badly this year for some reason. Like, yeah, I got no comment for that. But it would suck to see this movie underperform. Really, man, this is truly a good movie. Like, every Blue Beetle scene in this movie was top tier. Everything was amazing. Like, oh man, the music, bro. I was obsessed with the music throughout this movie. The music for this movie was just so good. Like, the fight scenes and everything with him and Carapax, everything, they didn't really overdo it, or like a lot of the stuff. Like, everything, the action stuff was just pretty good. Comedy was not that terrible. Like, fine. The family aspects, I like the family aspects of it, but they kind of took it a bit too far towards the end. But like, it was cool and all, because that's how Blue Beetle is. Like, his whole family knows about it, and they're all in on it and everything. That was good to see. Like, the family kind of trying to have his back, and even though they can't really do anything, they still want to help him. So that was all good to see. But they kind of took it too far towards the ending of the movie. That's like, bro, come on, man. This was such a good movie, but those scenes kind of ruined it, I would say. Like, how, like, the question that I would constantly have during those scenes was, how do you know how to do this? This is the question that I keep having. How? Because look, there was a lot of blue, like, we kind of saw a lot about Blue Beetle, not just this version of Blue Beetle. We also saw, like, Ted Kord's Blue Beetle. We saw Dan Garrett's. Like, there was a mention of Dan Garrett's Blue Beetle, and then Ted Kord. We saw a lot of his stuff, like, as because he was the non superpowered Blue Beetle. So we saw a lot of his, like, suits and everything. He has his own, like, spaceship kind of thing. Not spaceship, like a ship. So I'm all for, like, family having each other's back, but they kind of did it, like, overdid it with that part. So I don't know how, but how does his mom know how to drive this spaceship? How? I don't want to call it spaceship, because that makes it like sound whatever, like spaceship, but like, I forgot what they called it, like the bug ship or something. That's what they called it, the bug ship, I think. So how does his mom know how to fly this? How does his uncle know how to fly this? Because both of them flew it, like, first time. Like, y'all are a regular family living in, like, how do you know how to do this? Like, unless y'all were superheroes in your past life or something, but it just don't make sense. How does like the uncle and the mom fly this ship so perfectly out of danger first time? How? No explanation. They just somehow knew how to fly it. Like, and then the grandma, bro, his grandma literally came in with this freaking, giant Gatling gun and started literally shooting everybody and killing everybody. And that was against like, trained mercenaries too. Like the grandma won. And his sister had like this glove thing. Like all of this stuff is owned by Ted Cord, and then they kind of just borrowed it, and then like the sister had this glove thing that can kind of create like a Green Lantern kind of thing. Like it could create a fist or a shield, or yeah, she kind of used that and defeated some people. So those parts they kind of overdid it. Like no explanation at all. The grandma just knows how to operate this damn Gatling gun. She just knows like this. Like the mom knows how to fly a spaceship. The uncle knows how to fly a spaceship. Like it just don't make sense, bro. Come on, like no explanation at all. They just somehow knew how to do it. Those parts, I was like, bro, come on. That's like that was the flaw of the movie, I would say, because everything else was just top tier, bro. All the Blue Beetle scenes, like his whole like relationship with the Scarab, like everything was great. That was the only scene that I keep thinking of, bro. They should not have put that in. Like again, I'm all for like it was actually good to see the family dynamic of this movie, like his family trying to have his back, even though they know they can't do anything against all these powerful people. He has superpowers, they don't. They still want to have his back. They still want to try to help him, but it's too far. Like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they know how to fly a spaceship. They know how to use the freaking Gatling gun and everything. Like it just don't make sense. All of those stuff. But shit. If I like. Apart from that, everything else was great. So I would hate to see this movie actually perform really bad in the box office. Although I could see it happening, but I just hope it doesn't. Please go and watch this movie. Don't be those people who are already, being like, this movie's gonna suck. This movie's gonna suck. They kind of did the same thing with The Flash. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't, who are talking shit about The Flash didn't actually watch it because that movie was great, But of course, because of the actor, people just kind of, are saying whatever. But for this movie, I hope y'all don't do so though, because shit, this movie was this movie is good, but I'm really gonna watch it again. Like this was actually pretty good. The fight scenes and everything. For some reason, it kept reminding me of Power Rangers. For whatever reason, I keep thinking of Power Rangers. Like especially like during the final fight, whatever. When he creates this like giant sword and then he just kind of does some kind of movement with the sword. It just reminded me of Power Rangers. Not just Power Rangers, like like those Japanese shows that are kind of like Power Rangers. They kind of transform. They just had this own sword, and then like once they transform, they got a sword. They kind of do some kind of movement with it or whatever. Yeah, that's what those scenes kind of reminded me of. The weapon stuff, the fight scenes was top tier, bro. It was amazing. So I mean, I guess it's kind of a good thing then, maybe that this movie didn't really have that much exposure. So that kind of made this movie turn out to be good because they didn't really have too much pressure on their back. I guess that's a good reason to say why maybe this movie not having that much of a exposure from a lot of people or to a lot of people was a good thing, baby. That's why they were able to create this good of a movie. But hey, I'm serious, bro. I really want to watch it again because this movie was great. Action scenes was my favorite. Action scenes was my favorite. All the Blue Beetle stuff, everything was amazing, man. Like I could keep on going, saying how good this stuff because pretty much except for those, the family, how they were able to do certain things. Except for that, like that was my only flaw in the movie because everything else was perfect. So I don't know why they had to do it. They could have had any other way for the family to help him, not like this. Like, bro, if I see my family member in danger, I'm not gonna all of a sudden just know how to fly a jet to go and get him or use a freaking bazooka or something. Like with no like somehow I just know. Like I just grab it and like no, I don't know. No, I've never done it before. I'm not gonna no. Like before I learn how to do it, he's gonna be dead. So that, that was the only part that didn't make sense. Okay, apart from that, I would say this movie had very less flaws. So great movie. Well, yeah, man, that's all for Blue Beetle. I really want to watch it again. This is really good, bro. Even the Flash, I watched twice. So this movie, man, shit, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it again. Yeah. So, anyways, that is all for Blue Beetle. I hope you watch it. You know, please don't just be like, ah, this movie sucks without watching it. But yeah, please watch it. I'm not endorsing the movie or anything, but it was good. I'm just saying it was good. So yeah, it was a great movie, Blue Beetle. That's all for my review. If you enjoyed this, then give this video a like. Comment down below what you thought if you already saw the movie or whatever. So yeah, and subscribe to the channel for more movie reviews. So that is all. Thank you for watching. See you next time.